Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. We are on the outer edges of the National Sports Center Wi-Fi signals, so we had to switch to the hotspot. Here we are. We're starting with the Bitzenhofer Roberts Greta Conley. Oh, Roberts, quick poke check off the defender's stick, cutting to the middle, taking off her stick, but a good start by the IceCats as they come right down on offense. Now the Caps dump it in. Capitals with a fresh powder blue and red uniform look. A really nice uniform combo. Bitzenhofer hits Roberts again. Roberts tries cutting to the middle, poked off her stick, followed up by Conley. Greta Conley comes to the middle, and behind the net she goes. Now Greta controls, spins to the backhand into the skates, and the Capitals come away with it. Another active stick by coming off the bench, Evie Stry. Bitzenhofer tries a shot. Around the boards it goes as the IceCats work a D-line change. Nielsen pinches at the blue line. Davis covering for her, and now Stry to Davis. Davis tries a shot up in the air. Bouncing puck, Stry behind the net, goes for a centering pass. Shot, goalie save, first one of the game there on the doorstep. Now it's a pass out. Anenga holds, shot into the skates. Stry in the corner, supported by Lenny Conley. Now Conley battling through some stick checks, and Capitals come away with it. They try clearing the zone, tipped by Anenga, but the Capitals control. Davis with a good back check, and now Marina May's got it. May rushes the puck. IceCats work a full offensive change, and behind the net go the Capitals. Moe is right there, Madison Moe gets the puck, she centers it. Oh, just off the stick of T-Trob. And Capitals come back the other way. Quinn Ireland, good pressure. And around go the Capitals. They dump it back to the D. They pass it up through, intercepted by Anenga. Anenga wheels through. Anenga comes in, 1-on-2, shot over the net. Defensive change, and there will be an early penalty there. I think T-Trob got her.
Yeah, T-Trob got a little aggressive there on the boards.
Got an interference call early, and so...
Oh, wait. I don't think she knows that.
She will discover shortly.
Wait, yes.
It's a good system to... If you're not sure, head to the bench. Don't give them the chance to give you the penalty. So, quick start by the IceCats. Lots of early pressure. Only one shot, though, and a quick penalty erases that opportunity, and now the IceCats start on the penalty kill. So in the center dot, Johankin puts it off the sideboards, and it's grabbed by Roberts. Roberts and Greta Conley come in 2-on-2. Roberts launches it on net. I'll give her a shot for that one. Peterson skates in. She shoots it towards the net in the skates and out to the blue line. Emma Johankin dumps it in. Controlled there by Conley, who centers it, but out come the Capitals. Peterson collects at the red line, dumps it all the way back in, and back around go the Capitals. Good pressure there by Roberts. She comes away with it. Roberts, shot, goalie saves.
Much of a power play so far.
Yeah, they're having Capitals start a little slow, maybe a little hotel time or something, because they, IceCats putting it to them right away, so. Bitzenhofer lines up to take the draw. Oh, Stry off the faceoff. Quick stick just wide of the net. The goalie was not prepared. Now it's Stry on the backhand. She tries putting one towards the net. Stry buzzing around. Centering pass goes behind the net. Bitzenhofer battles a couple of Capitals. And here come the Caps. Caps player carries in. Good speed. In off to the side. First shot off the side of the net there. Bitzenhofer collects it. Rings it around the boards right to the Capitals defender. She winds and fires through the slot, off to the side, and out to the point. Now another wind and fire, blocked by Irvasti. Irv puts it off the boards. Capitals try to dump it in. They actually lose their edge, and back the other way it goes. Stry and Davis combine on the forecheck. Capital pass intercepted by Davis. Here comes Lainey Davis trying to get a shot on, and that will be a penalty on the Capitals now, as the IceCats will get their chance at a power play. So
See if we can do something with it.
Good penalty kill. Good pace by the IceCats right away, huh? They really
Good pressure, keep them down there.
And the IceCats, somehow, I tried to do the tiebreaker analysis, and with a 1-1-1 record, the IceCats snuck into the third place game because I think it's because they beat the Thunder Bay Queens, who also had a tie. So they finished 1-1-1 as well. So puck shoots up the middle. Anenga, quick on the back check, gets that puck. Greta Conley tips it in, goes down, but Davis is over there. Run around the boards, intercepted there by Lenny Conley. She puts it behind the net. Capitals intercept, chip out to neutral zone. Anenga has to regroup. Anenga holds, spins, looks, now carries in. Anenga's got a little space, goes around the boards, good patience. Greta Conley puts it towards the net. Quickly frozen by the goalie. Nope, still loose, and now the ref blows the whistle. So, did it? I didn't see it. Did it? I don't think it went in. Did it?
It was really close. I thought for a second it was across the line, but I must not have made it.
I thought the goalie had it in her glove,
Yeah.
and apparently not. And so,
well, get another shot at it here.
yeah, IceCats work the full change. Now it's going to be Peterson, Johankin on the D line. Traub, Ireland taking the draw. Traub shot, saved by the goalie, quickly covered. Good shot off the face-off there by Traub. Way to have the stick on the ice and be ready. Good forechecking pressure by Mo as well, but the goalie controlled the rebound and covered quickly. Puck dropped again. Face-off won by Ireland right into the middle. Now Mo on the backhand, out to the point. Peterson grabs. She looks, she shoots, just wide through the slot, rung around the boards. Johankin pinches at the blue line, but through her skates all the way down. Shelby Jackson tips it aside at their stick. Probably could have let that one go for an icing. Peterson stops, rings it around the other boards, the weak side boards as it's called. Now Peterson to Traub. Traub skates up. Madison collects that. IceCats working a change. That was a trip, not called.
Didn't call that.
We got away with one there and dumped into the zone. Looks like the penalty will end with the IceCats getting a couple good shots on goal. Irv shoots it down into the zone. Now defense dangerous. Nielsen launches it high off the dashers. Collected by Bitzenhofer. She backhands it looking for support. No one was there. Now Bitzenhofer under her stick. Greta Conley tries to cut through traffic to forecheck. Nielsen collects. She stops but gets her pocket picked. And in one-on-one comes the Madison Capitals. Shot, blocker save, Shelby Jackson. Nice save there on her first shot of the game. And now it's Irv. Irv passes to Roberts. Roberts and Irv come in 2-on-2. Roberts winds, fires over the net. Davis comes off the bench. She puts it in behind the net. Forecheck by Conley. Now Davis. Davis gets it in her skates, circles it back, tries dumping it in. Madison gets it out of the zone, collected by Nielsen. She tries shooting it in, hits her own player just over the blue line. Now it's Nielsen again. Nielsen bounces it off the boards to Davis, who dumps it in, but Madison's right there. Davis launches it wide. And pinched at the blue line by Anenga. And Madison on the change. Gets into a 2-on-1 situation, pass at the blue line, offsides, but fed back the other way. Shelby Jackson's there to disrupt and bounced off the boards to the defense. Davis now back into the zone. Off the boards, defense tries a centering pass, intercepted by Conley, and Anenga carries. Anenga cuts wide. Lou's got good speed. She carries into the corner, stops, rings it around the net. Davis is going off for a line change, so no IceCats there to pressure. Down goes an IceCats player in the corner. She comes away with it. It's Ireland. Ireland behind the net. Kicks the puck out to the point. Mariana May, pass shot into the middle. That's Mo, who loses her footing, and Madison comes away with it. Ari Peterson pinches, but Emma Johankin is coming off on the change. Madison cuts to the middle, shot off of the glove, deflected wide by Jackson. Now Johankin off the boards, out to neutral zone, and Madison regroups. Traub pressures, dumps it all the way down. Madison collects, they ring it around the boards. Peterson skates over, gets it back into the corner, and retreats to the blue line. Bitzenhofer comes in off the bench. Now it's Bitzenhofer. Emmy can't get her stick on it. Puck just rolls in front. Roberts tries to get her stick on it. All sorts of action. Now Roberts gets one, launches it clear over the top of the net. Good shot, though. That was a good chance. Greta Conley battles for it. Emmy Bitzenhofer tries ringing it around the boards, a little soft, but Peterson pinches and prevents Madison from breaking it out. Now pass out front, no one there. Roberts comes over. Johankin tries pinching at the blue line, rolls down, should be icing, but is not. And it's Greta Conley. Greta Conley controls. She tries passing it up to Roberts. Roberts gets it through, and now it's Emmy Bitzenhofer. Bitzenhofer moves into the clear. She's on the backhand. She tries centering it, intercepted by the Capitals. Nielsen at the blue line, dumps it all the way back in as the IceCats finish their offensive change. Defensive change just happened, and it's Urvasti and Nielsen on the blue line. Good poke check by Nielsen. Now a nice pass by the Capitals to spring their player. She comes in one-on-one. Good back pressure there by the IceCats, Lainey Davis, and Irv picks it up. Irv battles with one hand to get it out of the zone. Lenny Conley cleans it up, and Lainey Davis moves into the open ice. She catches the Capitals in a line change. Shot just wide, probably deflected by the goalie. And here come the Capitals. Capitals move through the neutral zone on the backhand. Good play by Lou Anenga to clean that up. And Nielsen and Anenga battle behind the net. Nielsen comes away with it. She skates, picks her head up, tries to move through the middle, gets in the skates of the Capitals. Picked up nicely in a pass to Traub. Traub comes in 1-on-2 as the IceCats work a full four-person change. She goes behind the net, gets spun around, and goes down. And now the Madison Capitals come back. Madison low, Madison on Madison there. And around the end go the Madison Capitals on the backhand. They're spinning through the neutral zone, cuts to the middle, tries to shoot off a skate. Johankin, backhand pass, underneath Traub's stick. Capitals shoot it off their own player. Shot attempt wide. May rings it around. Traub controls. She goes down again. And at the blue line, Madison shot. Anenga elects to let that one go wide. She controls. Up the boards, into the skates. At the hash marks, Ireland and Mo and Nenga battle for it. Lou bounces it. Capitals get it. They've got a spot. Shot. Shelby Jackson with the quick glove and a nice save. The official scoring says the shots are 5-on-5. My unofficial scoring says 7-on-3.
Yeah, I think you're actually on.
I think I'm a little biased. I feel like we've had better pressure. The Caps have popped a couple of good scoring chances lately here, though. 4 minutes left, first period, out to the point, through the skates, and Roberts is going to win this puck race. Roberts comes in, joined by Greta Conley. She tries to get to the forehand. Greta Conley turns and fires and scores. So Greta Conley there. Roberts skates in, tried to get it on her forehand, lost the puck, but Greta Conley with good hustle off the puck play to get right into the slot when Roberts lost it. Greta was just waiting there, and it rolled right to her stick, and she tucked it home. So with 3:50 left in the first period, the IceCats jump out to a 1-0 lead. Johankin goes, she retrieves it, she bounces it off the boards. So they're going to give assists to both players, Bitzenhofer and Roberts on that one. So nice work by the IceCats forwards. Long saucer pass across the middle, cleaned up by Lenny Conley and picked up by Irv. Irv's got a little space as the Caps were going for a change. She tries passing it over to Roberts, but intercepted by the Capitals. Lenny Conley battles for it. And joined by Davis. Now it's back to the defense. Stride comes off the bench, off of Davis's skates, and Irv picks it up. Irv off the boards, back to the Capitals, but Irv is right there. She gets tripped.
Yep.
And no call there. It was unsure if that was our own player. Now Davis off the boards. Stride, Davis, Capitals. Back into the D zone. Nielsen bounces it off the boards. Capitals still control. Stride tries picking it up, but the Capitals come away with it. They shoot it in off to the side, and Nielsen grabs. Nielsen's got a little room. She elects to go back around behind the net, and she carries on the backhand. Disrupted by a Capitals player. They get it out to the blue line. They skate in. Shot. Jackson, quick save, and covers. So 2:10 left, first period.
Shoving his little screen there, but she got a hold of it. So
yeah. Just like your Minnesota Vikings, when you come around the net and you have that much ice, you just got to sometimes go north and south. Don't get too cute, you know. So Ireland draw into the center. Nice play there by Mo to keep the shot from happening by Madison, and good play by Ireland to clean it up quickly. Now Ireland gloved down by the Madison Capitals, but Ireland tried putting it into the zone. Mo comes over, joined by Ireland. Enenga on the sideboards. Everybody falls down. And Madison comes away with it. Madison across the blue line. Nice play by Mariana May there to poke check that one away. Madison loses their edge again and cuts in along the blue line. Looking for a shot. Deflected high by Ireland. Good stick. Ireland off the boards, out to the defender, and big shot from the blue line wide. And Enenga takes a stab at it, not out, and Mo collects. Mo up the boards, right to their defender. She can fire it, deflected off Shelby's pads, and now the Cats continue to go behind the net. 1 minute left, first period. Rung around to T-Traub. 2 Madison Capitals right there, and back into the corner it goes. Lou picks it up, back around the boards, out to the defender. Traub goes for the shot block, so the defender just rings it around. Picked up behind the net by the Capitals. Enenga battles hard. Ireland tries chipping it up. Centering pass, disrupted by Mo. Now it's out to the point. Deflected to the middle where it's picked up. Nice play by Enenga. She goes behind the net. Looking for somewhere to go with it as the IceCats work a D-zone change. Enenga elects to fire it down. Waves off the ice. An interesting no icing. I don't know who got a stick on that, but we'll take it as now Greta Conley passes under the middle. Got a little air on it. Roberts shoots it towards the net, and with 1 second left, goalie freezes it.
Capitals had a bit of a rally going there. Glad to see us back down at the center of the ice.
Yeah, that change in the D zone, one of our players left, and it fortuitously bounced right to Greta, who had come off the bench. 1 second left, and that will be the end of the first period. So
there we go. We're ahead on shots. I'd say Shelby had to make some quality saves there. That was good.
I have 9-5.
Yeah, I think you're accurate.
All right, so we have 1 goal by Greta Conley on an assist from Roberts and Bitzenhofer, and 1 penalty, if I remember correctly. Correct?
Yes,
on
us and
Lauren Traub, gooning it up out there. So
came back a little too much effort there.
Pretty even period, though. I mean, we had some sustained offensive time. It looked like the Capitals got 1 good
Yeah.
offensive burst there.
They seem to come back there at the end.
Yep, and so, but that's kind of been the story of the tournaments. The IceCats unusually have 2 games in a row sprinted out to 2-0 leads and gave them back. One game came away with a loss and one game came away with a tie. So hopefully we can get up to.
Do that again.
Yeah, let's get to 2
lead, right?
and then get to 3.
I like that.
Try that. All right, so the starting lineup for the IceCats is going to be Bitzenhofer, Conley, Roberts, joined by Peterson and Johankin. I think the Capitals had 1 penalty that period, correct?
Yep.
So very even period, all things considered. And Capitals get the draw, but it's in the skates. Bitzenhofer chips it forward, controlled by the Capitals defender. They bounce it off the boards, try to get it into the zone, intercepted by Ari Peterson. Nice pass up. Now it's Greta Conley. Greta goes wide around the sweeping stick of the Capitals, looking to center it, but it's deflected behind the net. Roberts goes over, tries to get it. Peterson at the blue line, shoots it in, deflected all the way to the opposite boards. Now Capitals just ring it with authority around the boards. Peterson joined by Roberts. Bitzenhofer sits and waits and still waits. Now the puck moves a little, it seems. Peterson wins that puck battle, gets it down into the corner. Roberts tries to control it. Peterson still pinching at the blue line, and now here come the Caps. Ari reaches with her long stick, disrupts. Good poke check by Johankin to disrupt the 2-on-1 effort. Now back to the point, back into the corner. Davis collects. Davis tries cut into the middle. Centering pass just under the stick of the Madison Capitals. And now it's Roberts. Roberts carries out of the zone, joined by Davis. She winds, fires. Good save by the goalie on a nice, hard, low shot. Nielsen at the hash marks. She stops, looks for a centering pass, gets it into the middle where the goalie will freeze it. So,
come out strong.
Yeah, another good rush by the IceCats here, and they will have the opportunity to set up an offensive zone face-off. It's going to be Stry, Lenny Conley, Davis, Urvasti, Nielsen. Draw is won by the Caps. They come streaking out of the zone. Back pressure there by Davis, and Nielsen intercepts. She dumps it into the corner. Good hustle on the forecheck by Lenny Conley. Irv pinches at the blue line, manages to hold it in, but deflects off a skater, and back out it goes. Good back pressure by Irv. Almost got into the stick a little too much. Nice pass by the Caps. Nice poke check by Irv. And Nielsen races over to the corner to retrieve it. She tries backhanding it up into the Caps gear. She manages to get it over to Stry. The Caps shot on goal. Good save, Shelby, as the Caps get a hold of a rolling puck and get a quick shot on goal. So IceCats work an offensive line change, so it'll be Traub line with Ireland and Moe. Nielsen and Urvasti stay out there defensively. Another shot picked up on the doorstep as it went off Shelby's glove, and luckily the young Madison Capitals player could not get her glove or a stick on it, and that will be icing as Urvasti bounces it over the boards. Finish the D change, so they'll get 5 fresh skaters out there for the IceCats. And we are looking at Anenga and May on the blue line. All right, puck is dropped, sits in the center circle, everybody falls down, controlled by Anenga. Anenga hits Moe, Madison Moe underneath her stick, in on Shelby, and she will freeze it. So the IceCats have good presence, but the Capitals have managed to squeak out a couple good scoring chances just on rolling pucks. That 18 can shoot the puck really hard from the point, so that's one to keep an eye on. Now a winded fire, and oof! Mo took that right in the side of the helmet. She's a little dinged up, and she will head off. That one hurt. She caught that in the ear, and May does a good job of disrupting the long pass. Now Anenga passes to Ireland. Good job, Quinn Ireland, to catch that pass. She gets it into Greta Conley. Greta stops, starts, passes out to the point. Shot, lots of traffic out front. I don't think it got to the net. Now Johankin moves in to pinch at the blue line, but the Madison Capitals get it out. They shoot it all the way down. Anenga races, and they wave off the icing. Ay, ay, ay. As now Greta Conley gets it up. And into the center, shot. Shelby with another nice save.
Unfortunately, that was a good pass to the Capitals.
Yep.
They're wide open. Shelby grabs the save today, though.
Says we're streaming live. I just got a text from my mother-in-law asking if we were streaming live, so who knows? We might not be streaming. It says it's working, but
can you tell on here?
it says it's waiting for it to start, so.
No.
But who knows? Maybe it got screwed up and we're doing all this for nothing.
Well, it could
so,
be. Good practice.
But all right, we'll go back. We'll reset it in the third period and see what we got.
Sure.
But hopefully it's streaming live. All right, sorry, I'm looking at my phone here trying to figure out the live stream situation, but we will see what we got going here as Shelby saves it. Sometimes it gets messed up, but
it's working.
It seems to be working fine.
We're good.
We just had our tech team check it out, and it seems to be working, which our tech team consists of my color guy, Dave Trapp, who obviously from the language he used understands this stuff way better than me. Here's Evie Stride, great speed, good back pressure by the Capitals. She turns and fires, chipped wide. Now out to the blue line where Irv tries a shot, off a skate, and here come the Caps. Good speed back by Nielsen. She tries holding off the Capitals player, and a good poke check by Shelby Jackson. That little Capitals girl did a great job of keeping her feet and created a scoring chance against Nielsen, who was leaning on her pretty hard. I thought that was going to go down and be a penalty, but no. And now here comes Stry again. Evie Stry, second chance at it, goes into the corner. Controls, tries centering it. IceCats were off on a change. Now it's shot over the net by Davis. IceCats finish half a defensive change and some of their forwards. And now Ireland. Ireland battles hard off of a skate of Roberts. Out to the red line, Anenga controls. Anenga cuts into the zone, loses it, regains it. Roberts comes over. Off some sticks and skates, and Ireland skates it into the zone. She gets hauled down. No penalty.
Nothing.
Traub battles. Roberts comes away with it. She tries a centering pass. No one there, and intercepted by the Capitals. Capitals come back the other way. They come in on May. May with their skates kicks it behind the net. Picked up by a Capitals forechecker, but intercepted by Anenga. Anenga behind the net. She goes around, wheeling, dealing. Anenga still controlling. Now it's is that Roberts comes in. Roberts comes in, shot off the top of the stick of the goalie, sitting on the slot. Anenga, and now it's kicked back the other way, and here come the Capitals on a breakaway. In on Shelby, shot. What a save by Shelby Jackson. With the glove hand as a great move. Yeah. A great move by the Capitals player to get to the weak far side, and Shelby does the splits, reaches out with the gloves, and keeps it 1-0. Now high in the slot. Another save by Shelby. Now a long pass underneath the stick of, and that was a wide open little 2-minute segment of hockey.
Yeah.
So. Breakaways on both ends. And ultimately, no damage as both teams get a breakaway. Both goalies make a play, and it's 1-0 still. Face-off one rolls right towards the net. Now it goes behind the net, and the Capitals control at the point. Capitals shoot, lots of traffic out front. Puck gets deflected wide. Johansson races over. She puts it up off the dashers, but it's collected by the Caps. Caps, good poke check by Johansson. They try a centering pass, lying in wait. Stry lifts the stick. Nice shot block there by Peterson. Tipped by the Caps, just wide. Johansson bounces it out to neutral zone, and the Caps collect. Now Stry pressures. Pass, held up at the blue line. Nice poke check by Peterson to keep it out of the zone. Turn back the other way. On-rushing forecheckers, Lenny Conley and Davis just can't get there. Ari tries putting it over the blue line, and that will be offside. So, still 1-0, favor of the IceCats. On the scoreboard it says WWEC, which I'm not sure who that is, to be honest. 7:25. IceCats lead 1-0, second period on the strength of a Greta Conley goal. Good goaltending so far by Shelby Jackson. Keep it 1-0. And now it's Anenga. Anenga's had several good rushes this game, and she had a really nice game yesterday. Got robbed a couple times on some really hard shots, and I just feel like she's due to have something happen. Saucer pass down to Davis. She puts it behind the net. Lenny Conley goes back there. She gets knocked off the puck. Now it's run around. This is going to be a chance. Irv winds, fires off. Oh, two players on the back door. Couldn't hit either of them. Nielsen tries cutting to the middle, and she gets the puck taken off her stick. Now it's Irv. Irv passes off the stick of Anenga. Not sure why Anenga moved it forward. If somebody, I suppose Mo might be a little shaken up after,
she might be after
getting hit in the ear hole by that.
That's my guess.
I think she is. So I see her sitting on the bench with her hand on her ear. So hopefully Madison Mo is doing okay. Sometimes when that happens, the plastic thing hits your ear and you get like a little cut on your ear and it bleeds. So Madison wins the draw. Quick shot into the corner. Now it's Traub. Traub, nice pass just outside of the reach of the streaking Stry, and back into the zone it goes. Peterson retrieves it. She stops, looks for the wing. No one's there, and Madison controls, but Stry chips it out to the neutral zone. Now a soft pass by the Capitals. Stry over to Traub. Lauren Traub tries a shot. Can't get her stick on it, and the Capitals reverse it. They bounce it off the boards. Marina May, chips it into the zone. Capitals try to go to the weak side. Capitals catch the pass. They come in. Ari Peterson gaps up, and good back pressure by Stry to get that out of the zone. Now the Capitals try to collect, but no dice. And that should be an intentional offsides, but the rest of the first game on yesterday would drag it all the way down. These guys disagree as they just put it outside the blue line. Not that that matters. I feel like these age groups, the face-offs have such low strategic importance, if that makes sense. But probably the most important one is the one that moves it all the way to the other end on a penalty. So now the IceCats try advancing it up the middle. It's Johansson. She tries chipping it out. Can't get it past that defender. Johansson gets sandwiched up against the boards. Uses her hand to keep the puck underneath her. Puck just sitting there. Davis and Greta Conley and Johansson just battling against three Madison Capitals. And the puck finally comes into the middle. Shot off the side of the net. That was a good shot. It's a very quick shot. So Now it deflects off a shin pad over to the sideboards. Johansson can't clear it. Centering pass. Another winds, fires off Shelby's glove and into the net.
Got a piece of it, but not enough.
Yeah. So 4:38 left. The Capitals, who have had some good sustained pressure, fire one. Shelby got a piece of it with her glove, and it went high up in the air and just landed just behind her and trickled into the net. So 1-1. Here we go. Face-off won by the IceCats. It's Anenga forechecking. They bounce it off the boards. Peterson controls. They go D to D. Nielsen comes over on the backhand. She fires it into the offensive zone of the IceCats, defensive zone of the Capitals. Now Anenga takes a jab at it, and it's intercepted and brought back the other way by Lenny Conley. Lenny bounces it off the boards and goes on the offense into the corner. Anenga controls. She passes back to Peterson. Peterson puts it back into the corner for Lenny. Bad bounce off the boards, and the Capitals come away with it. Zambonidor is playing a role here, and Ari with a good poke check to get it away from the Capitals, and they come in. They got 3-on-2. Peterson tried to pass it to Lenny, Conley, who was thinking about coming off the ice, and so the Capitals intercept. Peterson pinches at the hash marks, joined by Ireland, but the Capitals come back the other way. Capitals, Traub with a good back check, poke check, get it away, and now Nielsen's got it. Nielsen stops, turns back. Now she looks for a pass, bounces it off the wing to Traub, back into Nielsen's skates. Nielsen kicks it forward, winds and fires. Geez, some of these Capital girls can really unleash a quick shot with some authority. Into the slot, Nielsen deflects it aside. She meets with the Capitals defender for a 50-50 puck, and the Capitals turn it into the corner. Now it's out to the point, high in the air, off the mark to the opposite corner. Peterson goes down in the corner. Ireland, nice pass to Stry. Traub chips it forward to Stry. Stry gets her stick lifted, but Traub manages to get it into the neutral zone. Peterson pinches, she goes down hard. Nielsen controls, Peterson is down, and that would get a whistle. Yeah,
hit her leg, I think.
Yeah, I think it was like a knee-to-knee situation.
Yeah. She's getting up, it looked like.
She's just a little shook up, hopefully. And she is up. Okay. IceCats.
Good to see. That's started.
Yeah.
I couldn't get hit like that. It's just scary sometimes.
Yeah, I'm glad to see her skate off. So, two seemingly potential plays for injury. Yeah. Looks like hopefully both of them are just a little shook up, and we'll see Mo and Peterson here soon. So 2 minutes left. Draw is down in our zone, but quickly won by the IceCats. Roberts goes wide. Greta Conley gets out of her way. Roberts shoots, deflected wide, over to the sideboards. Capitals try getting it out. Irv tried to hold the blue line and just was moving back a touch too far. Dumps it in the backhand, but the Capitals defenders grab it. Now it's Irv. Irv cuts around one player, cuts to the middle. Bitzenhofer waits, now skates at the blue line. Irv got everybody all crossed up. Now she elects to dump it in, and Bitzenhofer forechecks. Quick pass out. Quick breakout pass by the Capitals. Works nicely. Greta Conley, good back pressure. Nielsen and May lie in wait. Or not Nielsen, pardon me, Anenga and May. Now it's a pass over to the Capitals off the mark. Minute 42 left, second period, 1-1 game. Shot tipped over to the sideboards. Greta Conley goes out to try to block the shot. Capitals battling hard against May, and they get it to Anenga. Nice pass by Anenga, springs Roberts. Roberts gets it over the red line. She elects to dump it in. Bouncing puck, dangerous, off the goalie's glove. Good play by Anenga there to almost create a scoring chance. Capitals manage to control. Johansson steps up underneath her stick, and in come the Caps. Shot, Jackson, save. Another save by Jackson on the low percentage shot. Out to the neutral zone. Nope. Stry gets tangled up with Davis.
I was notified that Maddie's coming back out here next shift, so we'll
good.
get her back out here.
Madison May's standing, or Mo is standing up, and she should be back out next shift, so that's good. Now, that should be a penalty, and is not.
Apparently.
Lenny Conley took the worst of that. Stry fires it towards the net, intercept by Capitals. Now out to the point. Johansson a second time tries that, and it goes under her stick. Now it's Anenga. Anenga tries cutting to the middle, poked off her stick. She passes it up to Lenny Conley underneath her stick and back the other way. Now Johansson's got it. She wheels, passes to Davis. Davis dumps it all the way in. 7 seconds left in the period. So you figure, barring some, and now a Madison player goes down. Pass into the middle. No dice as it just trickles wide. The Madison girl looked like she's a little stunned after she went down there in the behind the net.
Well, certainly a competitive game so far.
Yeah. I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again. Compliments to the All-American Girls Tournament. Every game has been a 1 or 2 goal game. There's, at least for our end, there hasn't been any.
Yes, I haven't watched the whole tournament, but it's nice when that happens instead of getting complete blowouts sometimes, you see. Yeah.
I saw a few 7-0 games on the other side of the bracket, but our games have all been very competitive, and it's always fun to win or lose. It's fun to be on the competitive side of things. So shots up there say Madison has 18 and 12. I have the count at 12 for us and 15 for them. So pretty close, I guess.
It's in the ballpark. We're good.
We're ballparking.
Yeah, we're good.
We're doing our best. It's Sunday.
These aren't paid positions, right? Unless you're getting paid and I'm not. I don't know. I didn't check that at the beginning.
Dave, you do a good enough job. This could include. We did get paid 1 body armor this weekend, so that's what it's all for. Here.
I hear you.
All right, Capitals do their cheer. IceCats firing up, and here they go. So, third period, third place game, 1-1. We're going to go Ireland's line. Ireland, Traub, Mo. Mo's back. That's good. Nielsen, Irv. 15 minutes, third period. Puck is dropped. Quickly shot into the zone by the IceCats. Reversed by the Capitals. Irv controls. Back and forth. And the Capitals come away with it. They come in 3-on-2. They work the pass to the middle. Nielsen picks it off. She gets rubbed out into the boards. Out to the point. Shot through, intercepted by Ireland. Ireland keeps it on her stick, and here she goes. She gets it over the red line, shoots it into the zone, and Mo gives chase. Madison Mo gets her stick lifted, but kicks the puck into the zone. Traub joins. The Madison player comes away with it. Long breakout pass right to the middle. Now it's 1-on-1, Lou Anenga versus Madison Capitals, and Lou wins that one and comes away with the puck. Now Lou, nice pass there, just underneath the stick of Traub, and Bitzenhofer pressures. Dumped in by the Caps. Anenga, nice play off that bad bounce again off the boards, and she controls. Lou sees a little lane. She continues to advance it. She gets it over the red line and dumps it all the way in. Greta Conley, forechecking hard, pins up against the board, joined by Roberts. Roberts has got it on her stick, and Greta comes over to help out. Roberts got it. Low percentage shot. Hits off the side of the post or the goalie, not sure which. And back the other way come the Caps. Caps cut around the net, looking for some sort of centering pass. They go out to the point, back to the wing, other point. Nice passing play there, but Greta Conley's there to disrupt. She puts it off the dashers, out to the neutral zone. Roberts at the neutral zone as the IceCats change. Marina May tries a pass, intercepted by the Caps. Nice poke check by May, and Roberts comes back the other way. Roberts comes in, winds, fires right on net, but saved by the goalie. So IceCats do a good job there right away. The Capitals came out with some energy, but the IceCats answered quickly. did not give them a real good scoring chance. So draws one right to the middle, but Stry can't get her stick on it. Here come the Capitals. Good back pressure by Lenny Conley off of the skates and into Peterson's area. Peterson controls, pass to Stry underneath her stick. Kick to the middle, and the Capitals control. Shot high up in the air. I'm not sure if it was going over the net.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
But Jackson reached out with her blocker and saved it just in case. Now it's Johankin. She bounces it off the boards. Again, bounced off the boards by Davis and run around the net by number 12 of the Capitals. Now a good collision over on the sideboards. Puck is on Lenny Conley's stick. She grabs it and puts it right back into the pile. And slowly up the ice and out to the neutral zone as Lenny Conley wins that puck battle. Now a big pass by the Caps to try to catch the IceCats in a line change. Goes over the red line, no icing I guess, and pass underneath the stick of Mo, and the Caps come back the other way. They wind and fire, blocked by Urvosti. These Capitals have been taking some shooting lessons. They can shoot the puck. Very nice pass by Mo to spring Traub. Traub tries going through the legs. She gets tangled up, and that erases that one-on-one threat. Good move by Traub, but just couldn't get it through the feet of the defender. Now Traub's going to get a second chance at it. She passes to the far side. IceCats aren't there, and Madison turns it back the other way into Inenga's skates. Big long pass to Greta Conley. Greta Conley, one goal on the day already, gets disrupted by the back check of the Madison Capitals, but Roberts with a fiery back check of her own takes the puck away from her. Now it's Inenga, controls, puck bounces in the air, controlled by the Caps. Poke check by Inenga. Shot, saved, Shelby, frozen. So back and forth. Yeah, back and forth. Could go either way at this point.
Could, yeah, for sure.
So.
Liking the answer though.
Yeah.
Good. Lots of pressure back the other way.
All right, draws one by the Caps. They center it. Nobody there. Now it's out to the point. This 12 can fire it wide, and Roberts goes over to get it. Capitals defender backhands it through the crease. Shelby dives on it. And freezes that one. No. He went way out there to get that one. Like a hungry hippos game or something. Like it gets in her area, she's covering it, I guess. So Lenny Conley wins the draw straight to Peterson. Peterson tries skating it up. She passes it. Capitals try dumping it in. It's controlled by the IceCats. Now it's Lenny Conley. She saucers one into the zone. Grabbed by Davis. Davis tried to get it over to Stry, who was coming in. Just a little too much air under it. And now the Caps. Great poke check by Emma Johankin. Tries clearing the zone. Capitals disrupt, and now that's going to be a penalty as Lenny Conley tried to go in, I guess, like a sliding.
Yeah, I don't know if it's intentional or not. She had good intentions, but
in the NFL, that would be a 15-yard tripping penalty all day. And now the throw will be back in our zone. Penalty kill will be Inenga and Bitzenhofer coming on. Johankin and Peterson will stay out there. 10-11 left. Capitals. Inenga wins the draw cleanly. She controls it. Goes around behind the net. She bounces it off the boards. Held by the defenseman. Nice play there by Bitzenhofer. Good effort here by Bitzenhofer on the penalty kill. She gets it into the corner. Looking out front. Centered up in the air. Right over the stick of Inenga, who is just waiting there. Nielsen skating backwards. Loses her edge. And here come the Capitals. Capitals cut to the middle. They feel like it's Nielsen and that same girl had that same exact play a minute ago. And now Peterson off the glass, out of the zone, and Inenga gives chase. Bitzenhofer will go out for a change. It'll be Greta Conley. Greta gets it in her skates over the blue line, but Inenga was just offside. So Anenga heads off. It'll be Roberts, Conley, Irv, Nielsen for the last 45 seconds of this penalty kill.
That's a strong move by Emmy to get down there at the beginning.
Yeah. So it's in the skates of Roberts. She tries getting it on the forehand, but the Capitals turn it back the other way. Good back check by Roberts, helped out by Irv, and Irv carries around the net. Into the air, into the skates. Now Capitals control. Capitals grab at the dot. Nielsen with a good stick lift to erase that chance, and Roberts controls. Roberts off the dashers, out of the zone, offsides. You'd see the defender trying to get back to the blue line, but she was moving backwards and just couldn't quite get there. So 9 minutes left, 17 seconds on the penalty. It's going to be Traub in Ireland, so you'd expect Mo to be the next person out. Puck is dropped, Traub comes over. Capitals elect to just dump it into the corner. Nielsen grabs. She likes that stop move today, and she cuts to the middle. Gets her stick lifted, continues to skate it up, gets it to the blue line, but the Capitals defender pinches in and grabs it. So, way to stick with it. Questionable to go up the middle, but sticking with it paid off, and now Irv carries in. Irv gets hooked. She's looking out for a pass. She gets it out to the point. Traub in the skates. She gets taken out, and now the Capitals come back the other way. It's Capitals 1-on-3. Nielsen disrupts. Nielsen getting harassed. She battles through it and comes away with the puck. She still controls. Now she gets hauled down, and that's going to be a penalty on the Capitals. Everybody in the whole place, all the coaches, all the players, everybody raised their hand, and the ref agrees. And so, good battle there by Nielsen versus this little Capitals player. Draws the penalty, and with 8 minutes left, IceCats go on the power play. We haven't had one of these since the first period, right?
So you got good chances here, hopefully. So.
All right, it's going to be the Conley, Stry, Davis line, joined by May and Anenga playing back on defense now that Mo's back. Anenga shot just on the ice and easily corralled by the defender of the Capitals. Good hustle back by Anenga, and nice job to stay with it. She gets hauled down. Conley comes over to help, and now it's Stry. Stry gets taken off the puck, but May controls. Marina May, nice pass up to Davis. Davis gets over the red line. She elects to dump it in. Now Lenny Conley's going to race back behind the net to pressure it, joined by Stry. Capitals defender evades pursuit and manages to get it outside of the zone. Marina May holds, tries a pass to Stry into her skates. Conley supporting though. Stry just can't get it into the zone. Now it's May. Marina dumps it in, kicked out to the neutral zone by the Caps. Good back pressure by Bitzenhofer. She's skating well today. Greta Conley gets it out to the neutral zone. Now it's Roberts. Roberts loses it. Greta comes back. Roberts controls again, out to the neutral zone, back in. Marina tries a pass off of a skate, but Roberts collects. Roberts controls, harassed by a Capitals player. She gets hauled down, and that's going to be a second penalty on the Capitals. So we will have a two-man advantage for 10 seconds here, as the Caps seem unsure what to do here as they leave 4 on the ice, but they're going to have to get somebody off. There she goes.
All right, yep.
So it looks like it's going to be Bitzenhofer taking the draw. She does. Into the skates of Conley. Roberts with the shot, kicked aside by the goalie. Off the dashers, out to the blue line, collected on the backhand by Greta Conley. First penalty for the Caps. It elapses. They ring it around. Now it's Roberts. Roberts back to the point. Peterson tries a shot right on the doorstep, and the goalie covers. So good effort there by Bitzenhofer, as she was right there. Goalie saved it with her, it sounded like her toe of her skate, and it shot right into Bitzenhofer's skates, and the goalie out wrestled her for that. Ref quickly drops the puck. Irv gets her off her stick. It's Peterson racing back. Good play by Ari Peterson. And there in support is Evie Stry as Peterson poked that away, and Evie Stry was right behind her and picked it up. Now Peterson cuts back to the middle. She's got a little space as it's 4-on-5. She carries into the zone. Peterson all the way through, shot behind the net. Davis gets over there in time to keep it from going out, and around the net it goes. Now it's Peterson. She's got it in the corner, tries a centering pass, intercepted by the Caps. They bounce it off the boards, and now it's 1-on-1 Capitals versus Nielsen. Nielsen, good battle there to disrupt that scoring chance, and just outside the zone, back in, and offside. So, again, back and forth.
Effort, though. That was good. She saved us there.
Yeah, back and forth action here.
A little too exciting.
Yeah, Madison has had two good opportunities erased by good defensive plays by the IceCats, Ari Peterson and then Murphy Nielsen. But yeah, very, very high tempo game here. Here comes Anenga. Anenga again, racing up, carries the puck in, stops, holds on the boards, coming up with a plan. She shoots it into the middle. Traub gets knocked down. No, that is Traub. Okay, out to the blue line. Nielsen pinches, back into the corner. Now fired down into the skates of Anenga. Anenga collects, wheels around, looks, passes to Mo, off her stick into the zone. Tried to chip out by the Madison Capitals, but Mo holds the zone. Now it's behind the net as Ireland goes for it. She gets knocked off the puck, and the Caps come back the other way. Capitals coming with good speed here. Dangerous, 19. Comes in on Anenga. Shot. What a save by Jackson. Reaches the pad way out. And now it's Traub. Traub elects to dump it down right on net. Goalie scuffles with it a little bit. And Madison Capitals come back the other way. Long pass disrupted by Conley. Bitzenhofer joins in, and Conley carries. Conley back to the D. Irv tries giving it back to Conley. It's intercepted by the Capitals defender. They get it over their blue line, but Irv reaches back and fires it into the D zone. Capitals looking all the way across the ice. Pass it off the boards. Bitzenhofer pursues. Good play, Bitzenhofer. And here comes Roberts. Roberts gets over the red line, dumps it in to the corner. Bitzenhofer chases, goes for the stick lift. Capitals cut her off from the puck. Now it's all three IceCats behind the net. Now Bitzenhofer goes out front, pass out front. Irv hustles over, she grabs, puts it towards the middle, shot on net, save goalie. Rolling puck, controlled. Roberts tries a centering pass. Now Roberts gets knocked off the puck. Davis coming off the bench, wheels, fires, blocker, save, Capitals goalie. Roberts controls again. The defense for the IceCats are going off for a change. Roberts tried to feed it to the point, and no one was there. So Lenny Conley puts it into the air, into the ref's skates. Now Davis. Laney Davis collects it, puts it in near the top of the circles. Stry chases. Stry and Davis combine on the forecheck along with Lenny Conley. Stry puts it towards the net, goes into the corner. Lenny pursues. Saucer pass picked up by Nielsen. She gets it over the red line, launches it down into the zone. Off the boards by the Caps. Peterson pinching. Stry tries centering it. Now it goes into the blue line. Nielsen pinches. Capitals come in 3-on-1, and the referee's gonna call offside. Oh my! Was it offsides, Dave?
I don't know. I was close.
I was a little behind the plate.
I think it was offsides, but
oh, that was a tight call with 2 minutes left in a 1-1 hockey game. So IceCats win the draw. They carry it through the neutral zone, but Madison intercepts. Now it's Davis. Davis dumps it in. Stry gives chase. Off the back dasher. Out to the point. Good pinch by Anenga, but Madison controls. Nice play there by Bitzenhofer as she picks the pocket of the Capitals player. Bitzenhofer gets tangled up, and the Capitals come away with it. Oh my gosh, Roberts just misses. Bitzenhofer picked it up, tried to backhand it to her, but could not get it over to her. Now good back check by Greta Conley, and Irv passes to Bitzenhofer. Bitzenhofer tries cutting through everybody. Capitals control. You can hear the excitement ramping up with 1:45 left. Dangerous pass by the Caps off Roberts' stick, and in come the Capitals. Capitals advance the puck into the corner. It's in Anenga's skates. Now around behind the net, and it's Ireland. Ireland on the backhand, saucers it up, controlled at the point by the Capitals, and they send it right back in. Anenga grabs a puck, stops. Now she goes back on the same boards, tries advancing it. Roberts can't get there. High in the air, Shelby Jackson reaches way over her head. That's a blind save. There's no way she can look up that high. Timeout. I think Madison called that one.
Yep.
So with 1:10 left in the game, 1-1 in the third place game here.
Pretty exciting. What are the, I didn't look up the overtime rules, so we have to go there, I guess. But,
usually I cross that bridge when we get to it.
Right, yeah. So we won't need to go there. I'm sure
there you go. I like that. I love that. I feel like it's probably one of those 5-minute deals and then a shootout situation or something. But who knows? Who knows? So IceCats, I would say this period the IceCats have had good pressure, but I think the Madison Capitals have had a couple really nice scoring chances, but their defense, our defense, like the last defender back, has done a good job of erasing them. They've had a couple near breakaways.
Yeah.
So it has been exciting.
Good team effort.
Good team effort. So. All right, so now we've got, coming out of the timeout with a minute left, we're going Nielsen, Anenga on the draw, I think. Nielsen and Irv on defense. Nope, Lenny Conley is going to play wing, yes. So Irv on the draw, Davis, Conley, and Anenga got held up, used her glove to advance the puck over to Davis, who skates it all the way in, tries dumping it in, hits a Madison Capitals player in the face, and Madison comes back the other way. Huge back check by Lenny Conley. Now it's Irv. Irv controls, she bounces it off the boards, gets the Capitals off sides, and they have to wait to get on sides. Now Conley advances it, Anenga went for it, and ended up getting tangled, and now Irv controls. 30 seconds left, Irv puts it up the boards, in the skates of the Capitals. Battling with Conley. Now Irv gets it again and dumps it in. Icing is waved off. Irv and Conley go off. Davis forechecks. Davis wins the puck battle. Anenga has it in the corner, but the Capitals come away with it. Bitzenhofer, she grabs it off the Capitals player. She's looking for somewhere to go with it. She's still holding it. She gets her pocket picked by the Capitals. And now it's Nielsen. 1 second left, and that will be the end of the third period.
We'll find out what the rules are.
We will
We had a
see.
great effort, though. We were down the air end the whole minute there.
Yep, and the coaches talking about what's about to happen. I'm sure coached a few years, and usually my coaching at this point, I say, what is happening? So, all right, 5 minutes of running time, 4-on-4.
Sudden death, yep.
So in a running time situation, 4-on-4, you're probably looking at 2 or 3 shifts. So we'll see who the coaches elect to go with for these. Again, the difference maker for the IceCats today, the only goal, Greta Conley, on an assist from Bitzenhofer and Roberts. A couple penalties, nothing too dramatic.
Yeah, nothing bad. So we haven't hurt us at all yet. So
yeah, no. A 1-1 game is probably what you'd expect, as you probably could not have had a more even game so far. Both goalies playing well.
I agree. They definitely been even.
So here we go. Referees come out to the circle. Both teams getting coached up. Extra coaching for this last minute. The 1 minute coach break extends to 2 minutes.
Refs are sitting there going, okay now.
Yeah. Come on, boys. Culver's is calling. Culver's is calling. Let's do this. So, all right. So it's going to be Conley, Roberts, Anenga, Urbasti to start. Greta Conley. Capitals have their guys out there. Puck is dropped. Running time, 5 minutes. Irv elects to just dump it towards the blue line, and it's Roberts. Roberts controls, cuts to the middle, tries a shot, deflected wide. Capitals pick it up. Into the sideboards they go, and now the Capitals come away with it. Greta Conley back checking hard, loses her edge. Capitals collect it, lose it in the snow there. That becomes an issue on those sideboards. Almost intercepted by Roberts. And now a nice poke check by Anenga. Anenga cuts to the middle. Greta Conley manages to get back on sides. Lou Anenga looks for a pass as no one was covering her defensive position. And now Roberts deftly backhands it over to Ari Peterson. She tries dumping it in. Greta Conley gets it to Roberts. Roberts cuts to the middle. Roberts controls, shot off the top of the goalie's stick and out of play. Roberts had a good look at it and hit the very top of the goalie's stick.
Yep.
So, as a former goaltender, I can tell you that is all skill. When you save it with the top of your stick, that is pure skill play. All right, IceCats win the draw, but it's over to the side where nobody is. Held in at the blue line nicely. Lenny Conley goes over to get it. Laney Davis was standing all alone, but centering pass off the side of the net. Now the Caps control it. They try shooting it out. Peterson, nice play by Peterson to get it over to Davis. Davis can't quite get her stick on it. Now Nielsen over her stick. Capitals come back the other way. Good defensive play by Ari Peterson, gets her skates in the way. Capitals got it in the corner. And it's in Ari's skate there. All right, Ari comes away with it. Now it's chipped up by Mo. No, is that Madison? No, I think that's Lenny Conley. She comes in on the backhand. She tries putting it towards the net and goes off for a change. Now it's Laney Davis. Wafted up the boards to Irv. Irv shoots towards the net, saved by the goalie. 2:44 left in the running time. Anenga loses her edge. Capitals get a chance, but Irv jumps up into the play and takes it away. Now Irv leaves it for Stry. Stry around behind the net. She's looking for a centering pass. Fitzenhopper's right there on net, behind the net. Now it's out to Anenga. Anenga walks through one Capitals player, two Capitals players, looks for a pass. Nobody's there. Now Anenga's still holding it. Shot right into the middle and covered quickly by the goalie. So
IceCats looking strong in overtime here.
Yeah, nice move, nice control there by Anenga to hold that puck. And it was unfortunate because the one defender, the fourth player, was off for a line change, and I think that's who Anenga was ultimately looking for. Now it's into Nielsen's stick. She backhands it up into the stands. So the backhand into the zone goes a little over the glass. Everybody has a good laugh about that, and now Bitzenhofer will take the draw. 1:30 left. Ari Peterson battling the Capitals player. Capitals player good, strong on her skates. Peterson hauls her down. Centering pass intercepted by Stry. Stry joined by Nielsen. Stry goes wide. Nielsen cuts to the middle. Stry shoots it off the side of the net. Nielsen all the way up from the defensive position. Behind the net, it's shot all the way down. Roberts collects with a minute left. Roberts goes around the Capitals forechecking pressure. She cuts to the middle. Roberts, dangerous, cuts wide. Shot, Roberts, save. Capitals goalie. Step attempt, deflected by the Capitals defender. Roberts still controls. She passes out to the point. They go to the D. Irv skates in, shot right at the goalie's chest plate. Capitals defend well. 45 seconds left. They come back the other way. And then go with the good stick. Gets it behind the net. And now it's Davis. Loses an edge. Capitals take control. Good play there by Greta to keep that out from danger. Now Lou, who's everywhere today, passes it up. It's Mo. Madison Mo tries advancing it on the backhand. It's deflected by the Caps. Now the Caps come back the other way. Good poke check by T-Traub. 14 seconds left in the running overtime. Mo and Traub combine to battle for it on the sideboards. 7-6. Now it's Peterson. Peterson moves in. She's got 1 second, and that's not going to do it. So,
solid effort.
Very good overtime period by the IceCats.
Yes.
Lots of excitement. And
Really
now
good.
my assumption is we move to a shootout.
Yeah.
So we will see. Shootouts are always fun after 3 periods and 5 minutes.
Keith's over there talking to Shelby, so.
Yeah. Well, very snowy ice too, so that always seems to have an effect on these shootouts. So,
Yep, 3 players shooting.
3 players. So now we get to see who the coaches pick. Figure Mari's going to be one. As
You would think so, yeah.
she has a good
Expect that.
shot.
Yes, she does,
I
yeah.
don't know who the other ones are, so we'll see. And we'll see if Shelby can save one. So Shelby's been good today. She's stopped a lot of good shots.
She really
so
has. She's done a great job.
Their goalies also played very well.
As a former goalie, how do you feel about shootouts?
Well, back when I played goalie, we used we just taped catalogs to our legs. There were no real pads, so you know and you know what? To be honest, the shootout wasn't as common back then. You know, the NHL didn't have shootouts, and so they would just play you remember those games that would go to overtime forever. So when I was a kid, and plus my teams, probably because it was my fault, were usually not in a position to be tied for anything. So we very rarely, I don't know if they do shootouts in many friendship games, but we,
here we go.
I mean, I would say Murphy plays soccer, and so the hockey shootout is a much superior product to the soccer shootout. So here comes Irv, wheeling in. Irv, that's the move. You got to get the goalie going side to side. She goes from easily tucks it away, and the IceCats are on the board, 1-0 in the shootout. So Irv, nice moves. Here come the Capitals. So what I tell my players to do is you do have to come in and get the goalie moving side to side, because you have to get them off the center of the net. And if you can move them off the center of the net by going if you skate straight at them like this, the goalie knows they're centered, so they have a good chance to make a big save like Shelby just did. You have to move the goalie side to side, because your best opportunity is to get them off their angle and create a space. So shooter number 2 is going to be Mari Roberts.
Here's Mari.
So Mari is going to have a chance here. She comes in, she wheels, she fires, save. I don't think it was a save. I think that she might have missed the net there, but she went wide and the goalie did a good job. Again, that's the trick, is she came in a little too steep and the goalie didn't have to move as far to the side to get over there to cover it. So now number 8 for the Capitals comes in on Shelby. See, she's coming in very straight. Shelby, whiff, but the scores, I don't know about that. The referee also looks confused.
I guess she never lost.
I don't know what the rules are. I don't know what the rules are on the whiff shot, but Rep gives it to her, so
We missed it and it didn't.
so our third shooter is going to be Lou Anenga. So here comes Anenga. She's coming in. She's been good this whole weekend. She's got confidence. She goes to the backhand. No dice as the goalie reaches out with her pad. Nice save by the Madison goalie. And so now it comes down to Shelby Jackson. Can she stop number 16 of the Capitals? Or 6. No, that is definitely a 16. So 16 for the Capitals comes in. A lot of dangly, very slow. She looks, she shoots, Shelby saves. So a very different strategy there. And that one, so now Lainey Davis. I like a lot of speed, and I like them to go real wide because it creates, the goalie can't.
Here we go.
So here you go. You come real wide, you get the goalie off their mark, you cut to the middle, and Davis tried the 5-hole move, but the problem was
Nobody saw that coming.
I think you got to get the goalie to open your pads and put it in when their pads are open. So here comes Big 19 here.
Oh yeah.
So we got our smallest player go, and now they've got they're probably their tallest player go. So 19 goes wide. She's looking, shot, save, Shelby. So now we're on to player number 4, 5, and here comes a defensive player, Murphy Nielsen. So let's see what we can do here. This should be interesting as Murphy Nielsen. I'm not sure if she's a shootout ace or not, so we'll see. She comes in, looking good. Shot, saved by the goalie. Yeah, she lost it in the snow, I think, and the goalie gave her goalie chance to get back in position. So good effort, no dice, and we continue. So I like the start of it. She came in with good speed, but then when you kill your speed at the end, it gives the goalie a chance to recover. So here we go. Capitals come in. She moves to the side. Shelby with the glove save. Pure hobby casually gloves it down. And now we're going to see number 4, Lenny Conley.
All right, here we go.
So Lenny Conley comes in, the older of the 2 Conley girls. She comes in, good speed. Lenny just elected a 5-hole and it's in! All right, so that was a way to do it. Lenny gives the IceCats a chance.
This is it right here, right?
Yep, this is it. So can 6 for the Capitals even it, or do the IceCats come away?
Wait.
Hold on. Horn guy buzzes. That's not helpful.
What?
They're
Little conversation.
If they do a game clock, suddenly there's going to be some sort of riot in the Madison Capitals world. Oh, game's over, an hour and a half. Madison people riot.
I don't know what they're doing, talking about over there.
I know, that's not helpful. So, all right, here comes 6. Shelby, been hot, saved the last 3. So now Shelby, save. Oh, she moves already! And Shelby Jackson carries the day. IceCats going to come away with 3rd place.
Awesome.
On a 3-2 win in a shootout on the strength of Lenny Conley scoring. What are you trying to do?
Zoom in.
Oh, you can just zoom like this.
Oh, okay.
So, sorry, I got you.
You're good.
But, all right, so the Lakeville IceCats win in an exciting fashion. I'll give it a 3-2 as the shootout went to 5 players, and Lenny Conley beats the goalie with a quick shot through the 5-hole. Shelby Jackson stands solid. What'd she save? 4 in a row?
Yeah.
3 or 4. 2 of which, if she let them in, were game over. Yeah. So well done, Shelby Jackson, and well done, IceCats.
Yeah,
they end the weekend 2-1-1 and walk away with 3rd place. So good job by the Madison Capitals as well. Very even, very exciting.
Good game.
Great game. And we are going to take a mute. And of course, if you stick around, we will talk to we will have a post-game interview with an IceCats player. but you might have to wait a couple minutes. We'll leave the camera on for the trophy presentation, if there, I assume there is one.
Assume so. I think for third.
Yeah, I think so. And yep, they got medals and a little trophy, so we'll see if they hand those out, and we will leave the camera on. I'm going to mute it here for a minute, and we will be right back. All right, so there we go. We took the pictures, and now we will we'll head down to the locker room and see if we can't catch an IceCat for a post-game interview. So stick with us, and we will be right back. With this, joined by for the second time in a week, 2 weeks, Shelby Jackson for our post-game interview. How are you doing, Shelby?
Good.
Good. And what did you think during that shootout? What was going through your mind?
It was very scary.
It was scary. And did you have a strategy with the shooters, or what was your plan, or did you come up with just make it up on the fly?
Yep.
All right, well, I'm going to hand it over to my color commentator, tech support guy, Dave Traub, and he is going to ask you the one last question. But we already know the answer to the food one, so he's going to have to come up with something else.
Okay.
So here you go, Dave.
All right. Well, Shelby.
Yes.
This may be a bit of a softball. It might be easy to answer. But what was your favorite memory from the weekend?
Probably right now. Just the.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know what else.
All right, well, great game, Shelby. Way to shut
really
the
good.
door on that one. That was looking dicey for a minute. And we will see you all next week. Dave, close us out.
All right. Thanks, everyone. It's awesome to see the girls play great this weekend, and what a way to end the weekend.
All right.